everybody. This is Joshua Heston, Editor-in-Chief of StateOfTheOzarks.net. I'm down here at the UFO conference with author Nick Redfern, and this is your book, Slender Man Mysteries.
Yep.
And please tell me about, well, let's start about talking about you. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I grew up in England, and
What part?
at the city of Birmingham, just outside of Birmingham. And I guess I'm one of these people who's really interested in UFOs, but who's actually never seen a UFO. But what got me interested in the subject was my father was in the British Royal Air Force. He worked as a radar mechanic, and he was involved in several UFO incidents in the 50s when fast-moving, high-flying objects were tracked approaching the English coastline. And the first thought was, bear in mind this was the Cold War, it's got to be the Russians. So fighter planes were scrambled to intercept them. Some of the pilots reported seeing like classic flying saucers, others saw just brilliantly bright lights. And this went on for 3 nights, and at the end of the experiences, everybody was told you won't talk about this, national security, etc. And my dad didn't tell me until I was about 12. And that really got me interested, not because he was my own father, but also because he was trained in the military on radar and he knew how to interpret what was on the screens. And that particular event, when he told me I was about 12 or 13, that really sort of opened my eyes to the phenomenon, I guess. And so I started reading books on the subject, things like that. And when I was sort of 17, 18, getting out of school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And by my own admission, I wasn't the greatest student. You know, nothing really interested me, but I loved writing. And as a kid, I used to write little stories, and I loved reading. And I got a job on a magazine in England called Zero, which was like a regional sort of celebrity gossip magazine, and I started doing concert reviews and old vinyl record reviews when there were such things still around, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fact it was a job, but it was a job that I really liked, and it didn't seem like a real job. And I didn't have to go to work in a shirt, tie and a suit, which was always good. And so I did that job for about a couple of years, and then I thought, well, why not combine the background in journalism with the world of the paranormal and UFOs, and take like a journalistic approach to investigating something that's extremely strange. And I thought, I had enough money in the bank to last me for sort of 9 months, and I thought, I'll give it a go, and if it works, that's great. If it doesn't, I go back to 9 to 5. And I was lucky enough, I got a 3-book deal with Simon & Schuster in England to do 3 books. And this was the mid-90s. And since then, I've done sort of about 2 books a year, so I've done about 40 altogether now. But probably about half of them are on UFOs and related things, and the others are on everything from Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra, paranormal phenomena, things like that. And I kind of enjoy, sort of, a lot of my books are sort of written in like a road trip style, where the reader sort of follows me in a journalistic fashion, kind of written in the form of, it was a dark and stormy night, and I jumped in the car, headed off looking for Bigfoot. That's how I kind of write half the books, and sort of in a bit of a Fear and Loathing Las Vegas style, with we went for looking for Bigfoot, but we stopped at the bar halfway through, that kind of thing. So, I like to present the story as it actually kind of happened for the reader.